Okay. Y'all, if y'all see my cat, he would be like, he is so silly. He's so cute. I gotta take a picture. I gotta take a picture. I gotta take a picture. Like, look at him. Look at him. He is laying on my books. He is just so cute. He is just so cute. Like, he is so cute. I don't. Such a smart cat.
Bro spent 7 minutes. I'm playing like that.
He's so cute. He's stressed out. I mean, not stressed, but he's so tired.
But Getty's on my neck, but you know I'm going through. Why do you want to smoke? But you know we coming out of the city. You tripping. My boy is going to take.
He's so cute. Okay. All right, y'all. Hello, 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 hello. Let me share this in my let me share this on my page. I said 3 hours ago. Like what? Like what? Okay. I don't know. Let me close it out. Let's open it up again. All right. Let's go to my page. Okay, it says that I'm live. And let's go to my page. Okay, hello, hello, hello. We're going to share, create a post. Create a post. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love me. My daily grounding, it says eat on time, keep warm and stable routine, spend time in the sunlight or around people you trust after deep ritual work. Okay. I feel like I'm getting y'all make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all like the video. Okay. I am going to be I serve truth by walking through the shadow. I serve love by transmuting fear. I serve the Divine Mother by keeping her mirror clear. Baby. All right, so I'm going to be breaking out my own personal chart. Oh, okay. I'm going to be breaking out my own personal chart. My astrology chart. Okay. I am doing it in Jyotish, aka Vedic astrology. All right. Um, I personally have never seen a spiritualist or tarot reader like break down their whole chart. And the reason why I chose to break down my chart is because it's it's Friday and I feel like it. No. No, I'm doing it for a reason. I'm doing it for a purpose because I actually teach through experience. Okay. I am a healer, right? But I'm not a regular type of healer. I'm not a book healer. Even though I read a whole hell of a lot, the things that I read, it really be like I'm reading Shati Rams of the Divine Mother. Of course, I'm reading about the Divine Mother. Okay. Um, but I'm gonna be honest. I have not read this whole book. I actually skipped through this book. I asked some books I just can't read from front to back, back to front, or something like that. Sometimes I'll read the whole book, go back to parts that I like, start over again, or whatever the case is. But I don't do that with all books. This particular book, I'm doing it like that because I didn't like how I wasn't liking it. Wasn't holding my, let me not say like, it wasn't holding my attention in the beginning. All right. When a book like that that's supposed to teach me like Shakti, right? The energy, the Divine Mother, and it's supposed to teach me, it's very hard for me to, if it's not something that I'm going through at the moment, it's hard for me to not have monkey mind. Not have monkey mind. Especially if I'm going through something and the book is talking about going through something that's completely different. All right. And this book is definitely that. So, but it is something in this book I want to share because what I did read, it's very enlightened me. And it's gonna make me go back to the beginning of the book. Anyway. So I figured that I would break down my own chart. All right. I was going to do I did it a little bit, my 5 grade debts, right? But what I'm offering for free. Okay, wait, pause. Hi guys, welcome to Jupiter Occult. Okay, welcome to Jupiter Occult. Welcome to the Healing Garden, our Healing Garden, but we are the Jupiter Occultists. Okay, over here where we either expand the loving energy that is provided to us, or we expand the bullshit that's provided to us, or we expand all the other shit. Okay, so that's what we do over here at Jupiter Occult. All right, we are not normal people over here. Not no person that ever slid through this channel is normal. Whether it be us karmics, them karmics, their karmics, our karmics, nobody over here is normal. Okay, so we're gonna stop acting like everything is just all peachy clean over here because it's not. All right, when people ask me how I'm doing in the day, I say I'm peachy. Okay, I can be a broke peachy. And I'm not talking about pockets broke because I ain't never broke, okay? It's Venus Day. I ain't never broke, okay, baby? I'm always waiting on the check to clear, all right? But I'm talking about, like, broken on the inside a little bit. You know, I could be a broke peach. I could be a sour peach. I could be a sweet peach. I'm just peachy, okay? So, anyway, today is Venus Day, and I have decided that, you know, I have been going through a lot of spiritual warfare over the last 1,000 years, right? And so Spirit just kind of gave me, I don't do a lot of Venus work. All right. I'm gonna be honest. I don't do a lot of Venus work. And so Spirit gave me this little push towards Venus energy. I have a Libra Venus, and it's always been very hard for me to tap in with my Libra Venus because of my other placements. My Libra Venus is in the 12th house. All right. And it's been very hard for me to tap in with my other placements. All right. Any rudeness, any weirdness, the thing that we do over here is we immediately block that person off of the channel. I'm not ever looking for like extra followers to tangle with, to go back and forth with, or anything like that. I'm actually very much so sober. Okay, there you go. I'm always sober, always sober. Okay, um, during the turning of the ocean. So since we're talking about Venus, right? During the turning of the ocean, there were two goddesses, uh, actually, two women, feminine spirits. Let me not say goddesses. There were two feminine spirits that came out of the churning of the ocean, right? And one of them, the very first one that came out, is actually like a spirit of chaos, confusion. All right, and it actually, she went over to the Asura side, which is the demons. All right, she went over to the Asura side and she turned into wine, liquor. All right, so Asura, demon, wine, liquor. That's that side. The other um goddess that came out of the churning of the ocean was goddess Lakshmi. Okay, and she went to Vishnu, the preserver, and was like, "You are the only one that can handle my energy. It's the preserver, okay? The one that created us beings, all right? So, yeah, we're gonna always go. I'm gonna try to go to that side, okay? And since we are talking about Venus energy, then yeah, I'm gonna try to go to that side all the time. All right. So I really wanted to break down my chart so that you guys can have a understanding into some of these things that happen over here. God bless you. Some of these things, and I'm drinking water. Some of the things that happen over here. Now, me breaking down my chart, I hope it makes people. I'm gonna ask that I'm calling in my destiny helpers, and also that you guys are calling in your destiny helpers, and y'all slide past my page and y'all say y'all watch this video later on. I'm going to download this video, and it's going to actually be the introduction, the very first video on my page that everybody sees, so you can just know what type of healer that you're getting over here. Okay. And then also I feel people reading on my energy, or attempting to read on my energy, and I'm very proud of myself because I actually haven't went to go. I have not. I did this before, where I said it before, like I really don't like to go onto people pages and stuff like that. I just don't, because the energy don't be matching the practitioner all the time. And so, be mad at me, don't be mad at me, I don't really care, I really don't. And I'm not trying to slug anybody or anything like that, but some people are. Let me not talk about nobody else, but all I'm saying is that people have tried to read on my energy, and so I'm going to give you my full chart. All right. I also put it inside of the description. I mean, not the description. I didn't put it inside the description, which I should. I should put it in the description of this video, but I put it under my community tab, which is what I'm going to be reading from. I'm also going to so we have certain placements. I'm going to do this all in order too, guys. We have certain placements, and I'm going to hashtag, put the little tags in here as well. We have certain placements that we should look at where it comes to our purpose, all right? What you are supposed to be doing in life. For the community, for yourself, we have different charts in Vedic astrology that tells you what type of spouse you will attract, what type of mother you will be, what type of friend you are. All of these placements, they absolutely matter. Anybody that tells you that a birth chart or any type of chart, especially in Jyotish, okay, in Jyotish astrology, if they tell you that these placements do not matter, then that is the first thing that makes them unqualified to teach. Okay? Because when you took birth, you took on a purpose. You absolutely took on a purpose. All right. And so, telling another person that their birth chart does not matter, um, you're defeating your own purpose as well too. So, you know, those people that say things like that, or that say things like that, I would recommend that they go towards Vedic astrology, which will give them something to learn. Okay? Vedic astrology is very complex. I am not going to sit on this camera and pretend like I know everything about Vedic astrology, because I absolutely do not. All right? There are stages and initiations that you go through when you are learning Vedic astrology. All right? So the first thing that you learn is about your moon sign. Okay, Vedic astrology is based off of your moon sign, right? And everything else follows that. Western astrology is based more off of your sun sign, and everything follows that. Okay, it in your rising as well too, but your sun sign be in Western astrology is like the father of your chart. All right. But Vedic astrology, your moon sign is the mother and your Saturn sign is the father of the chart. However, your purpose really lies in the highest degrees in your chart. Okay? The highest degrees in your chart. Your purpose, it sits in your first, your ninth, let me get this right. Your first, your fifth, and your ninth house. Okay? Your purpose. First, fifth, and ninth house. All right. Your first house is more about yourself, self awareness. All right. How you're gonna show up. It is where your rising sign is. Okay. And anything else that you have there is also with your rising. Okay. Your fifth house is more about creativity. It is also with the saints and the gods, and about your devotion, about your worship. And okay, so it really just kind of breaks down how you're going to apply your spiritual teaching. Okay, because we're talking about being a spiritual teacher here, so I'm gonna keep it at the teaching part, right? How you're going to apply your spiritual teaching. Your ninth house, your house of dharma, is actually your purpose, right? If these placements are empty, it does not mean that they're not working, or I don't have anything there so I don't have to work on it. They're actually silent hitters. Okay, to me, how I was taught and how I have experienced things with those particular placements is, yeah, I think that I mastered those in a different lifetime, and the whole purpose of this lifetime is to remember. Is to remember what my soul has already went through. Okay, and how do I know that? Through experience. Okay, based off my placements that I've had there, right? So I am going to tell you guys what my placements are. Let's start there. Okay, let's go 1 through 12 houses. All right. Hey, I'm just gonna go to the post that I put. This is a lot. Actually, I'm not gonna go to the post that I put because I didn't put houses. So I am going to go. I'm gonna go to where I have them at listed. All right. All right. So my first house is Scorpio. All right. My first house is Scorpio. And in Scorpio, I have my sun, my Mercury, my Saturn, my Uranus, and my rising. Okay. In the first house, I have sun, Mercury, Saturn, Uranus, and my rising sign in the first house. Okay. My second house is Sagittarius. Okay. I have a Neptune in Sagittarius. Okay. In the second house. My third house is Capricorn. I hope y'all get the drift of this. All right. It just goes in order from the very first house. First house is Scorpio. Second is Sag. Next sign is Capricorn. So third house is Capricorn. Now, my fourth house is Aquarius, right? My fourth house is Aquarius. However, my Mars and my Jupiter is split between, they're both in Aquarius energy. However, my Mars is sitting in my third house. Okay, it's on the it's in the third house. My Jupiter sign is in the fourth house, okay, in 21 degrees in the fourth house, but they're both in Aquarius, all right, because I did not do full house systems when I was breaking my chart down, because it's complicated. I don't even know how else to explain it. It's complicated, okay? The way the wheel turns is like pushing the energy, not pushing, but the energy is going into another house. So I'm having the effect between my Mars and my Jupiter energy. It's also coming out in my communication, and it comes out in my expansion, and it comes out in the grandfather, the ancestors, in that fourth house energy and that third house energy. So we're Mercury and what is Cancer ruled by? What is Cancer? What the hell is Cancer? Who rules Cancer? The moon. The moon. Okay? So those energies right there, they're playing with each other, right? Okay? I don't even know how else to explain it. But I think that if you've been on my channel, you can kind of catch my drift. I'm very passionate about my kids. I'm very, and I'm not talking about just my birth kids. I'm talking about my soul kids as well too. My kids from past lives, my kids from future lives, okay? And the people that's on my channel, that I'm very protective, and I will go to war about my motherfucking kids, okay? About the kids in general. I'll go to war. I've always felt like I'm the protector of the children, all right? I don't like bad shit with the kids, okay? And the ancestors. Jupiter is the ancestors, so I be acting crazy when it comes to the ancestor and then it comes to the kids, okay? And then having a child that is an ancestor, baby, that's tug of war right there, okay? So that's what that Mars and Jupiter is, okay? So my fifth house is Pisces, okay? And in my fifth house, I have my moon sign, okay? Remember I said that, because I'm going to break down what qualifies what qualified me, not one, me, to be a spiritual teacher. First house, fifth house, and ninth house, okay? These are your purposes. First, fifth, and ninth house. This applies to everybody. What is in your first, your fifth, and your ninth house, okay? My first house is Scorpio. My fifth house is Pisces, okay? And my moon sign sits there. But also my north node sits there as well too, okay? Where I'm going, all right? So, hi Empress, and hi Amazing Grace, okay? So my north node is in Pisces in the fifth house, and my moon sign is in the fifth house as well too. My sixth house is Big Dog Aries, okay? My sixth house is Big Dog Aries. My seventh house is Taurus, okay? Which my Taurus is in Chiron. I have a Taurus Chiron. But in Vedic astrology, we don't really shit. All these other placements make me a wounded warrior, a wounded healer as well too. So it's in my seventh house, which has a lot to do with why I attract karmic relationships. And when I say karmic relationships, we're going to change the vocabulary today. All right, all of us are karmic. Every single relationship that I have with everybody is a karmic relationship. Okay, because my first debt is to the ancestors. So, with that being said, my very first debt to the ancestors was for me to meet all of my karmic partners. Okay, seventh house, Chiron. All right. So, my eighth house is Gemini. All right, my eighth house is Gemini. I have a. I'm not gonna tell y'all that. All right, I ain't gonna tell y'all that. What's in the eighth house? Y'all silly. Ninth house. All right, my house of Dharma. You know what? Let me be honest. I have a little Gemini. Okay, a little Gemini, and the reason why I wasn't gonna say this, but let me just go ahead and say this. So, all right. So this is why I am separated from my twin flame. All right. Gemini is the twins of the chart. All right. They are the twins of the chart. And it being in my eighth house, and it is also in 3 degrees. Okay, 3 degrees. All right, which is a very, very, very low degrees. Anything under 10, it makes it very it's a separating, sign. So it's like I was born to be separated from my twin. My twin was born to be separated from me. Okay? So when you think about separation, you might think I just seen like a little, I can see it too. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's like a little orb. It's coming right here. Maybe later y'all can see it, but it's a little orb that's right here. So when I say separated, I mean like physically separated. Okay. So eighth house is about death and rebirth. Okay. And it's about regeneration. So yeah, regeneration. So with that particular placement, and then it being in my Scorpio being in my first house, I am having a human experience where I'm separated by death and rebirth with my twin constantly this lifetime. Okay. Even when he passed away, and this is not for everybody. This is not for everybody when you have a Gemini Chiron. What house is it in? Okay. I'm talking about me. Okay. So even when he passed away, we separated when he passed away as well too. He told me that he was leaving me, but he told me when he'll be back. And he was like, don't do nothing stupid, don't do this, don't do that, da, 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 da. And I ain't even gonna lie, I did a whole bunch of shit stupid because it's a Gemini Chiron. So Geminis do a lot of stupid ass shit. We do a lot of stupid ass shit until we just finally just be like, okay, you know? So, I mean, maybe you don't know, but I had to learn that. That even though we are physically separated, we are not separated. Okay? So, I have a Gemini Chiron. Okay? It annoys me because, like, damn, like, the only way we're gonna be together is when I die, and then when I die, he might reincarnate back onto the earth, and then I'm not gonna be in heaven with him, and then I'm gonna be up there having conversations with him, giving him the script down here, you know, in another lifetime, in another span. So it's a very low degree. So it is something that him and I are going to go through. We're gonna go through. Okay. My son also has a Gemini Chiron as well too. All right. Um. So, ha. I mean, Lilith. I said Chiron. Lilith. I meant Lilith. Okay. Um, Lilith, which is the dark mother. Okay. I'm sorry. I was saying Chiron, but I have a Taurus Chiron. So that's me having the Taurus Chiron makes it hard for me. Let's change that. Lilith. Y'all know Lilith is the mother. All right. She's the dark mother of the shit. All right. So that makes me a dark mother. So I'm correcting the language. The Chiron in Taurus makes me need to get my shit together with money. Okay, my relationships with money. Spend a check and get it right back. That's my relationship with money. I'm like, okay, my first thought when there's a problem is, how can we fix this by buying something? Okay, and I'm not talking about like overspending like that. I'm talking about like in general when, like, let's say, for example, let me give you guys an example. This is a great example of a Taurus Chiron. Okay, great example. Somebody was supposed to do my sister's hair, right? But they end up not talking. And they was like, well, I'm not going to talk to you. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do? She was like, shit, I'm going to figure it out. I'm like, fuck that. We about to buy a wig. I'm about to get you a wig. Boom. Buy a wig. Then I talked to her again. She like, yeah, we're talking. And I'm like, see, I didn't even wait. So that's a part of the wounded. That's the Taurus Chiron. Okay. The Lilith, the dark mother energy is that I am always separated from my baby with that Gemini, okay, the twin, and it's a dark mother energy. It's something that I have to heal, and I connect with him very well on the new moon, okay, very well with him on the new moon, very very well, okay. I connect with a lot of ancestors really good on the new moon, okay. So my fault. All right, ninth house. My ninth house is in Cancer. I have no placements in my ninth house. Okay, not one, one single aspect, not nothing in the ninth house. My ninth house is also in 10 degrees. So I told y'all that anything that is 10 degrees or less is a very you. Okay, so ninth house Cancer and 10 degrees. I mastered this energy in a past life. My Dharma has constantly been work. My 11th house is in Virgo, okay? My 11th house, my 10th house is in Leo. All right, 10th house is in Leo, which is my midhaven, of course. Okay, I have no planets in Leo as well either. All right, which is kind of crazy because Leo rules the 5th house, right? Which is my other, the Dharma house. Okay, our other Dharma house is the 5th house. And I have this placement in the 11th house. These two signs really sit across from each other, right? They sit across from each other. Okay, Leo and Aquarius. And I have Leo there. Now, the funny thing is that a part of my job is to master and remember the Leo energy. I'm very creative. If you got like shit, I'm very creative. I'm very, very creative. I've been a party planner. I am a party planner. I do all my kids' birthday parties. I will draw something. I will write something. I will put something together. Right now, I'm making something that is absolutely crazy. So Leo also rules the hair. All right. Leo also rules the hair. You can tell someone that has a great Leo placement, and I think that I do because I have it in the 11th house, based off of their hair. You can tell someone that has a I don't know, like a crazy Leo placement, based off of how they treat their hair, right? So I knew a person that would pull their hair. They would pull their hair, and they had Mars in Leo, okay? And when they would be mad or upset, they would pull parts of their hair, okay? And so I told them that they had to start doing some mantras to pacify that Leo placement, but also that Mars placement as well too. So yeah, cause yeah, all right, and it worked. All right, so I have Virgo in the 11th house. I also have no placements in Virgo either. No placements in Virgo. All right. And then my 12th house is Libra, where I have my good old Venus sign and Pluto. All right. So I have Pluto in Libra and Venus in Libra. So those are my placements. All right. Now, I am going to go through and give you guys some information from Sun to Pluto. All right. About my chart. Let's take this off. All right. Y'all see my hair? I'm lightening my hair like 3 times. It's a little yellow at the roots right now, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It was brown the other day, but we're getting there. All right. Weeks at a time. Weeks at a time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, my sun sign. All right. My sun sign is Scorpio. My sun sign is Scorpio. I know y'all be wanting to throw me as a Sagittarius, and for so long I will tell you I am a fucking Sagittarius. But the having a Sagittarius sun, it really doesn't match my energy. It doesn't match what I do once I figured it out. Even my personality doesn't show up. My personality doesn't show up as a Sagittarius either. I'm gonna just be honest, it really doesn't. I be trying, but I don't think that I am mean enough to be a Sagittarius. Like, I'm a bitch, but I ain't mean. But I'll give to that. Okay, I know some Sagittarius, real Sagittarius, and I'm like, the fuckers is mean. They're not to be played with. I love Sagittarius. Okay, so my sun is ruled by the divine friend. Okay, Mitra. That's the deity. The planetary ruler is Saturn. Okay, even though my sun is in Scorpio, the planetary ruler is Saturn. All right, the power, the Shakti. Shakti means power. Okay, it's also a goddess. Okay, Adi Shakti. There's two different Shaktis. There's the Shakti energy, and then there's the Shakti deity. Shakti, the energy, is when I'm talking today. I'm talking energy, right? So the Shakti power is devotion and friendship. I build bridges between people. I build bridges between people. The mantra essence of my particular placement, it says, I serve through loyalty and truth. There's a key word that you guys are there's two key words that y'all going to hear repeated. I did not make this up. I did not make this up, y'all. I did not make this up. I'm not even going to, I don't want to recommend this person because I don't like that he left his wife for a white woman. Okay, how to read natal charts easily and effectively. All right, so I got that a long time ago. I filled it in. Y'all might think that it's crazy that I say that because I don't have a problem between mixed race. Like, I don't have a problem between mixed race, but this man is supposed to be spiritual and his wife is very much spiritual, and she just had a baby, and like she just had a baby, and now he has this other woman that he was I'm gonna read the room and read the energy. He took his black woman, he took this black woman's business that she had that he built up with her, took the business and gave it to the white woman. Okay, that he cheated on and left her for. So that's the big thing. This is whole ass spiritual warfare going on against this. And to take that woman out of all the things that he taught and said in the past and stuff, it didn't match. I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga under a spell. So anyway, I don't want to recommend him because I don't want y'all going to buy shit from her. Go give it to his wife. And she ain't got no books yet. She's a doula too. Okay, she's a spiritual doula. So no. So look, we ride at dawn. The fuck? Exactly. So yeah. So that I wrote in that book a long time ago. But now as time has went on, I really am starting to understand all of my placements. And I took a placement at a time. I'm gonna get to it, y'all. I'm gonna get to it. Okay. So my sun sign, it says I serve through loyalty and truth. Now, my moon sign is Pisces. Okay. The divine shepherd, so Pushani is the deity, and it is the divine shepherd, the protector of travelers. Okay. The protector of travelers. The planetary ruler is Mercury. The Shakti power is nourishment, safe passage, and the guidance of souls. Okay, the guidance of souls. I guide others home with compassion. I guide others home with compassion. Whether home be through the darkness, through the light, through death, rebirth, transitions, back to your mama house, back to your daddy house, back to Detroit, back to Houston, back to wherever you belong. I guide them there. Okay? Mercury, my Mercury placement is also in Scorpio. Okay? Now, this is this particular nakshatra is actually ruled by two gods. It is Endor and Adi, the god of energy and the god of fire. The planetary ruler of my Mercury sign is Jupiter. The Shakti power is achievements through perseveration and clarity. Okay? The mantra essence says, my words ignites transformation. Okay? So take them words however they resonate with you. Okay? They're gonna they're going to either agitate you, trigger you, or you're gonna find some type of compassion in them, right? My Venus, okay, my Venus is ruled by Libra, and the deity is Vaya, which is the wind god. The planetary ruler is Rahu. The Shakti power is freedom, independence, and graceful flow. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. Okay. So, my Venus energy, the mantra, it says that I move freely yet stay centered in truth. Okay? I move freely and yet stay centered in truth. Mars energy. So my Mars is in Aquarius, all right? And the deity is Varuna, the god of cosmic water and mastery. And its planetary ruler is Rahu. The Shakti power is healing through exposure of illusions. Okay? Healing through exposure of illusions. I'll be damned. Okay? And it says that I reveal truth to heal the collective. I did not make this up. I reveal truth to heal the collective. Okay? My Jupiter is ruled by the Shatishtaba Nakshatra, Aquarius. All right? And the deity is Varuna. Again, okay? Varuna. The planetary ruler is Rahu. Again, Rahu. Okay? Rahu is it's of illusions, all right? It's over illusions. So the Shakti power is restoration through truth and purification. Okay? And the mantra essence is my teaching purifies karmic currents. My teaching purifies karmic currents. My Saturn, my favorite of all, okay? Jyotishta Nakshatra, Scorpio. The deity is Indra, the king of the gods, of the divas, okay? Planetary, the king of the heavens, all right? The king of the heavens. The planetary ruler is Mercury, all right? The power, the Shakti of my Saturn is courage, seniority, divine responsibility. The mantra essence, I yield authority with sacred restraints. Okay? Rahu, North Node. Rahu is North Node energy. Okay? Y'all hear me saying Rahu a lot because a lot of my energy is about going higher. Okay? Rahu is the Ravita Nakshatra, Pisces. The deity is Pushana. Again, the planetary ruler is Mercury. The Shakti power is guidance through chaos. Okay. Protector of travelers between worlds. And the mantra essence is I lead lost souls to the light. Okay. I lead lost souls to the night, to the light. K2, South Node energy. Okay. This is ruled by Virgo, and it is the Uttara Nakshatra, the deity, is the solar god of nobility and contracts. The planetary ruler is the sun. The Shakti power is righteousness and sustaining agreements. The mantra essence is I honor sacred bonds with integrity. Okay? I honor sacred bonds with integrity. So where I was born at is where I honor sacred bonds with integrity. I know that every last person that I have came in contact with, South Node energy, right? Where you last were, South Node energy, is about minds in particular, is about sacred bonds. So in this particular lifetime, I'm not meeting anybody new. I'm not meeting anybody new. Not one single person is new. Not even if I just met you, you're not. I understand the familiarity of our relationship. Okay? So, Neptune, all right? Neptune in Sagittarius. The deity is the goddess of dissolution. The planetary ruler is Ketu. The Shakti power is root power, destruction, that clears ignorance. The mantra essence, I uproot illusion to plant the truth. That's why I be exposing so many motherfucking lies. Whether it's about me or it's about anybody else. This is why I be exposing so many motherfucking lies. Alright? And then I come back and I try to plant the truth. You know, I'm not a person that could lie. I've never been that type of person. I be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get in trouble. Let me just go ahead and tell the truth because I can't keep up with no lie. I can't keep up with no lie. Okay? So Pluto is in Libra. My Pluto is in the 12th house, is also in Libra with my Venus energy. The deity is Vaya, which is the wind god. Again, the planetary ruler is Rahu. The Shakti power is movement, liberation, expansion of conscious. The mantra essence, I release old to invite divine breath. Okay? I release old to invite divine breath. All right? So, in short, let me just read what I wrote, okay? I'm a spiritual teacher of transformation. I help people understand the karmic patterns shaping their lives so that they can live in alignment with divine law and love. I don't just teach spirituality. I show people how to survive initiation. As a wife, I am the kind of wife who prays for my husband's dharma, not his compliance. As a mother, my motherhood is in ministry. I raise light bearers. As a friend, I am the friend who will read your chart, pray for you, and tell you when your ego is straight up fucking lying to you, okay? So, that is, that's my chart, okay? Now, how does this make me a qualified teacher to teach, right? So we are going to look at 1st, 5th, and 9th house only. 1st, 5th, and 9th house, the Dharma houses, okay? Soul purposes, what my soul purpose is, okay? My own soul purpose, what I was born to do, what I'm going to continue to do, whether there is one person here, no people here, multiple people here, online, away, in person, at that 9 to 5 that I go to, with these kids, with that husband, with the people that call me on the phone. You know, like my life doesn't just consist of here. And I'm also not the type of person that show up just because I'm getting paid to do it. I don't get paid to come online and do it. This is a part of the service. All right. And I'm going to figure that out with divine. I'm going to figure that out with divine because you absolutely need to be comfortable with what you're doing. And I want to continue to teach and create. So I was listening to my ears just started ringing. I was listening to a video about Lakshmi, and I have been calling in Lakshmi energy, which is like of abundance and spirituality or whatnot. Just so I can not just so I can, but so that I can tap in with not just like my divine feminine energy, but I also been getting signs that I'm not going through spiritual warfare anymore. I'm not going through spiritual warfare. There was a point between my Saturn and my Jupiter sign there was a point between my Saturn and my Jupiter sign. And again, my Saturn and my Jupiter sits in my fourth house, right? But at the time of the transits, Jupiter was going through my fifth house, okay? Which is one of my dharmic placements, 1, 5, and 9. So now that Jupiter is going into Gemini, all right, on October the 18th, Jupiter is going into Gemini. The planets are aligning for me to receive the blessings of my spiritual warfare that I have been going through from 2014 to 2024. That is a 10-year gap. Okay? 14 and 24. My Saturn and my Jupiter have been playing motherfucking hopscotch on my mental, on my spiritual, on my pockets, on my online, offline, all of that. They've been playing hopscotch, jump rope, double dutch, all types of stuff, okay? And with these particular aspects going into my Gemini sign, right? And remember I told y'all that Gemini is sitting with my Lilith, with my twin flame, my dark mother energy. The darkness is I rode through it. I didn't. One of the biggest lessons, one of the biggest tests of my own life was not for me to commit suicide. That was the biggest test. That was the biggest test that I went through, was between 2014 and 2024. Saturn and Jupiter, there was an expansion that was playing with my mental health. Okay, I went through spiritual psychosis and spiritual warfare all at the same time. All at the same time. And this is another part that makes me qualified to be a teacher. Okay, my initiations were not simple. They were not simple at all. They wasn't something where it was just like regular breakups, where it was like regular fights online. I have had people hex me. I have had people hex my friends, my family, all of that type of stuff. And the biggest thing was for me not to unalive myself with the type of spiritual warfare, with the type of spiritual attacks that was being sent towards me and my family. For my family not to unalive themselves, okay? Because we all have went through therapy, except my little baby. He went through therapy too when Sakai passed. But all of us had talked like that. Every last single one of us. The Virgo, not Sakai either, but the Virgo did. The husband did. I did. We all have said something in that line. And I'm just being real honest. Real honest. And that was a part of spiritual warfare. Like the separating of the family. All right, the separating of the family, the separating of the things that we had to do. And so, yeah, we found 2 dimes, you know, and Goddess Lakshmi, Mother Lakshmi, the Divine Mother, Lord Shiva has been. Huh?
You ready?
I take it, y'all.
I thought to Lil G. I said Lil G. George Crib. Or you want to so it doesn't matter.
No.
I got it bad like
This is the address?
Yeah, with the Marty sent.
Village?
Yeah.
Starting route to 10901.
Oh yeah. Don't be dropping my homeboy low on this live.
Proceed to Valley Forge Drive.
Hey. Come on, I'm on this live. You tripping. My boy this solid take to
Okay.
get $1 million.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm almost done.
Alright.
That's a God birthday down there for me. So yeah, that was like the biggest give me like 10 minutes. We can leave out in 10 minutes. Is that okay?
He said be in his place by 8:30. thought that was the plan the whole time. That's why I thought you asked for the address. I didn't know you wasn't aware of that too much.
No, I asked for the address so I can have the address, but I can take you. It's fine.
Alright, thank you. I need some water.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Why?
I'm boiling apple cider vinegar.
Why? Why?
Because I'm washing stuff.
Now you have our house gonna stink for 3 months.
It's apple cider vinegar. It doesn't stink.
Yes, it does.
I have stuff to do. I'm alive. I'm gonna clean with it.
You're gonna clean with apple?
Apple cider vinegar. Yes, I have things to clean.
Yeah, okay.
Check and see if the stove is boiling. Turn it off. The water's boiling?
Yes.
Okay, turn it off.
How?
Just turn it. Turn the knob.
Where? It's already...
To the right.
What? Mom, can you just... Where?
Sire. Come turn the stove off. Alright. I have to go drop my sons off. One son off. So I'll come back. And I'm on my iPad, so I definitely will come back. And when I come back, I'm going to break down the first, the fifth, and the ninth house. Okay, the Dharma houses, my houses, my first, fifth, and ninth house.
Baby.
Okay, the reason why I want y'all to take notes is because I just want y'all to like learn these placements. Like, if you're going to be a spiritual teacher, you're going to be dealing with people or whatnot. Like, read their energy accordingly, not according to just what these cards say. Okay, because you can get something. You can get something in these cards, and it don't match what they're going through. Okay, it don't match what they're going through. And I know we're going off our intuition, but look, what is that? You hungry?
Yeah? Do I do the hot water or the...
I would do the hot water. The magician.
No. No.
I have the power to manifest my desires.
Can I go this way? I overfilled it.
You can't just pour the water out?
It's...
You gonna waste noodles? You can just pour the water out. The King of Wands. I am a visionary leader. The Ten of Cups.
It's over for you.
I am grateful for the love and joy in my life. That's all too much.
How long you got to up for?
I think 4 minutes. And the Nine of Wands. I am prepared to face challenges and overcome them. And I am. Okay? The Seven of Swords. I consider the consequences of my actions. I absolutely do. Okay. So when I come back, I'm going to break down the 1st, the 5th, and the 9th house. Okay? Hi, Lori. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I just shared my placements, but I need to go drop Sire off. He's going to a party, guys. I'm letting him go to a party, and he can take an Uber there. I'm like, no, you can't. No, you can't. I don't even want to start that. Like, no, I'm about to go drop you off and see. Okay, I might go to the party my damn self. I gotta go see. Gotta go check this out. All right, Sire. These kids, girl, I'm so nervous, but I'm trying to be like a little bit more open. He want to do things, so I figure if I just like let him I seen the flyer though. The flyer look crazy. I need to call the other parent mom. I mean the other parent mom. I need to call the other I ain't even check. I'm like, let me check and make sure she picking him up. Pick. Okay. All right. Sire! She says she picking him up.
Yeah, ma.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Slide the mark.
They on FaceTime.
Alright, bring the tea. Alright.
My son taking his little hair down. He got the little curls going. The little.
Let me pop out in the camera.
Yeah, come on.
Nah, you gotta flip the camera.
I can't. Come on. You don't want to. I don't want to show my whole house.
Come on, they gotta see the muscles too, though. Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all?
They can't even see your face. Come
Alright,
here.
I just come show my face here and there.
Don't we look like twins? It's my little Virgo baby. He's so cute. I made some beautiful children. He talk too much though. He is exactly how I used to be. Exactly. only difference is he has a horrible appetite. Horrible appetite. But I think that's that Virgo energy. Like he has a horrible appetite. I'm like, y'all kids don't eat enough for me. I used to be eating. They do not eat enough for me. That's the only thing I be like, did y'all eat today? That's why I cook so much and stuff. But that's my baby. It's so funny. Like Nas has a Pisces stellium and a Pisces Aquarius stellium, and he has a Virgo Scorpio stellium. Well, he has a Virgo, no, not a Virgo Scorpio. He has a Virgo Capricorn stellium. He's very strict. He's very strict. I be like, boy, pick a side. Pick a side. Okay, are we leaving? Okay, y'all. That's why. He always say that too. He be saying that. He be like, I'm gonna eat later. My stomach hurt. I'm like, just eat. Just eat now. That's why your stomach hurt, because you're hungry. It's touching your back. Go play 10 hours. Go outside, play 10 hours of basketball. I gotta come looking like, come on and eat. Looking like a crazy mom. That's why I feed the whole neighborhood, because if the whole neighborhood eating, he gonna eat.
Got some bad habits. Ready?
Yeah. Okay, y'all. I'll be back. I'll be back. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in a minute, okay? About 30 minutes, okay? I'll be back in 30 minutes.